Alright, so today I'm back with yet another chapter review, and today we will go over chapter 249, which is insane. And I know that I always say that in the beginning, but trust me, this time it's even crazier, so be sure to stick till the end because you don't want to miss it. Anyway, my name is Natsu. I'm gonna stop talking and let's get right into the chapter. However, before that, please double check if you are subscribed to the channel, as you don't want to miss my chapter reviews. And while you're already down there, you can always leave a like and a comment, and with that out of the way, let's finally get into it. Alright, so chapter 249 begins with a bang, as we see Isagi looking over the PXG team. He says that Loki decided to play Rin and Shido at the same time, which we know will create absolute chaos. And Isagi agrees, saying that it looks like they have decided to go all in on a high-risk, high-reward formation to take down the undefeated bastard Munchin. Normal players would be scared to see both Rin and Shido on the same pitch. However, we know that our poster boy ain't normal, and we see that as he's more excited than ever. His eyes are burning up with excitement, and he's got pieces flying around him crazy, while he calls it interesting, and says that this is what a battle for the top spot looks like. We then see both Noah and Loki sitting comfortably in their master chairs, and personally, I really hope that we will get to see Loki play in this game, as I feel like Isagi needs a rematch on him, since he crushed Isagi last time. Anyway, Ness and Kaiser are on the starting line, and both he and Isagi in sync say that it's time to go all in, and that it's time to become the number one. Anyway, with that, the highly anticipated kickoff starts with Ness passing the ball to Kaiser. Now right off the bat, Shido decides to stop Kaiser as he slams his body into his. Shido tries to take the ball from him, but Kaiser drags it behind him and finds a passing passage to Ness on the side. The ball is flying to Ness, and Kaiser uses that to honestly beautifully get behind Shido, who has no idea what is going on. Ness gets the ball, but he passes it right away to Kaiser, who's behind Shido. The pass is perfect, and this will be Kaiser's chance. However, a special crow decides to interrupt, and it's none other than Karasu who comes in and swipes away the ball from Kaiser. Karasu has a smug face on him as it's time to go on the offense. Or that's what he thought, as someone else comes to ruin his plans. That person is of course the dark horse of Blue Lock, Kunigami Rensuke. He kicks the ball up in the air and makes it soar through the sky. The ball is quickly going down, and two players are going for it. It's none other than Reichi and Zantetsu who are in a furious battle to get the ball. But in the end, it turns out that it was all for waste, as both of them arrive at the same time and together kicks away the ball. This time the ball is going towards Hiyori and Tokimitsu, who are fighting with each other. Hiyori with his quick thinking, and Tokimitsu with his unlimited stamina. But in the end, it's none of them that gets the ball, as Nanas had been eyeing the ball from a distance and manages to get to the ball before both Hiyori and Tokimitsu. Nanas passes away the ball to PXG's ace player Itoshi Rin, who's all by himself, but it's not staying like that for long, as just as the ball is going towards Rin, Isagi comes in his way and heads away the ball. As he falls to floor, he says that Rin is too lukewarm, and Rin just tells him to keep talking while he still can. The crowd and the commentators love this high-intensity brawl that is going on. The commentators are saying that it has been such a high-level exchange of offense and defense, and to forget feeling each other out, as these two teams are going for the kill right from the start, and tells them all to keep their eyes peeled on their screens to witness the fight which will decide the Neo-Egoist League champions. The ball that was headed away by Isagi is now in the middle of the pitch and is up for grabs by anyone, but from this panel, it looks like either Rin or Kiora is the closest. After that, we get the finishing panel with all of the star players showing themselves and looking mightier than ever. Everyone is looking super cool, but I have no idea why Kaiser seems so confused and Kunigami looks like he doesn't even want to be there anymore, but I digress. The text at the bottom says, "Things get heated quickly as both teams get out to explosive starts. As the audience's excitement rises, it's up to each egoist to prove his worth, score goals, and lead their team to victory. It's time to announce your presence to the world." Now the next chapter is called The Unknown, and I've got a theory. I feel like the chapter will heavily focus on someone who, of course, is unknown. Now I've got two candidates in mind, and those two are, of course, Charles or Kiora. In this chapter, they showed off every major player right off the bat. They even showed off Tokimitsu and Zantetsu, so I feel like they wanted to make everyone's presence announced, to then be able to focus on either Charles or Kiora in the next chapter. My thought is that it's probably more likely to be Charles, as we already saw Kiora close to the end of the chapter. On top of that, he was pretty much the same distance away from the ball as Rin was, which leads me to believe that if either one of them is getting the ball, it's probably Rin, as his stats are a bit better. Anyway, let's finally dig into this honestly crazy and mind-blowing chapter. I first want to touch up on the Masters really quickly. I personally don't know if they are going to play in this game or not. If I'm not wrong, then Noah has played in every single Bastard Munchkin game, while we don't know if Loki has played in any. However, I've seen a lot of comments saying that they doubt that the Masters will be playing at all in this game. Now my take on this is that it would be extremely cool if they decided to not take part in this. However, I'm also really desperate to see Loki play in the Neo Egoist League, even if it's only for a short while. Also, on top of that, I need an Isagi and Loki rematch. Even though I know that the current Isagi will be completely destroyed, I still feel like Loki will recognize his improvements and compliment Isagi in some way or another. But on the flip side, the author could be planning to totally save Loki, because if we are being honest, then this is far from the last time we will see him in the series. Even if he doesn't play in this game, then he will for sure play some other time down the line. But please tell me what you think about the Masters and how you would like to see them do in this game. Now on to Kaiser. I know that this isn't specifically to him, but I just want to quickly say that I love how the author draws the characters when they are dribbling or getting behind someone. Like, in this case, I don't know what it is, but it just looks so incredibly smooth. Now from one incredibly panel onto another, we have to talk about this one. I don't know what the author was thinking when he drew this, but he snapped hard. Karasu alongside with his crow looks out of this world. And to think that Karasu was able to get in Kaiser's blind spot to then steal the ball is pretty impressive for someone we have seen so little from. However, we know from the start that Karasu is an amazing player, as he was the top 3 player in Blue Lock in the 3rd selection arc. But honestly, he might be the player I'm most excited to see from PXG aside from Rin. Of course, as Karasu is someone who I believe has so much untapped potential, alongside with the player who stole the ball from him, which of course was Kunigami. And I really hope that he gets a lot of screen time in this game, especially as he is going up against the player who sent him down this dark path. However, we are not done talking about PXG, as their roster is absolutely insane. And this time I'm talking about Zantetsu. Bro was one of the top scorers at the beginning of the series, but then he just got forgotten. However, I really hope that he once again becomes an important player to the story, as he is really solid, and just imagining having him and Chigiri on the same time, they would be speeding away from everyone, which I would honestly pay to see. The last thing I quickly want to talk about is how incredibly cold it was for Isagi to tell Rin that he is too lukewarm. Isagi really used Rin's own words against him, and I can tell you that I was jumping up and down my chair while I was reading that. And to have a full match with just Isagi and Rin going at each other is going to be so cool. This really feels like the whole 2nd selection arc again, which I'm loving at the moment. Anyway, yeah, this is just my thoughts on it, and please leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments, as I love reading them. If you like Blue Lock and videos like this, then I would highly suggest you subscribe to this channel, and while you are at it, leave a comment and a like, as it helps out with the algorithm a ton. And if you are curious to see another video of mine, then please watch the video, which will be popping up on the screen now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.